following is a special sports broadcast presentation of Talk Radio WRNR Martinsburg.
It's time for the West Virginia American Legion Baseball State Tournament, which is brought to you by Trips Flooring, Van Meter 9 and the Sycamore at Stonebridge, Queen Dental, Reed's Distributor, Tobin's Country Catering, TRG Services, Valley Health, Hagerstown Ford, the Browns Funeral Home and Cremations, Robert Fields and Sons, CMA Chevy and Toyota dealerships of Martinsburg, WVU Medicine, Cody's Auto Body, Parsons Ford, the Mansion Freddy Law Firm, the Berkeley County Health Department, Modern Realty Results, the Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, Orsini's Home Store, Burke Schultz, Harmon and Jenkinson, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, Mother Shuckers, the Skinner Law Firm, the Mirius Group, Rocks, and the Palace Lounge. Let's go live to the field and join our Talk Radio WRNR broadcast team. We welcome you out here to P.O. Faulkner Park as it's the American Legion Baseball State Tournament. This matchup brings us Wheeling Post 1 against Charleston Post 65. I'm Nick Verzolini. Alongside me is Dylan Bishop. Back in the studio is Kyle McLaughlin here for this state tournament matchup. It's the first day of the state tournament. Winner will advance to the next round in the winner's bracket. The loser will head to the loser's bracket. It's a double elimination tournament that runs through Monday. Our third game of the day. We'll have one more game here tonight after this one between Post 14 and Morgantown. Post 2, but Dylan, so far it's been pitching the story in our first two games. We did see some runs put up, though, by South Charleston, so see how things play out here in this one between Wheeling and Charleston.
Right, we've seen 2 one-hitters so far between South Charleston and our first game. We had one as well for Bridgeport. So it's been great pitching. You know, a little bit of struggles from Wellsburg in their game, but otherwise it's been a big day for the pitching.
Yeah, so let's get ready for this one. Give you the starting lineups for both teams. First, for the visitors in this one, Charleston Post 65, leading off as the catcher, leading off as the shortstop. Number 13, Caleb Knapp, batting second. The left fielder, Luke Buckner, batting third. The pitcher, Evan Wilson, batting fourth. The center fielder, Gage Tawney, batting fifth. The first baseman, Cole Richardson, batting sixth. The second baseman, Hunter Knoll, batting seventh. Is the catcher, Garrett Miller. Batting eighth is the third baseman, Jared Butcher. Jared Butcher. And then rounding out the lineup, Tristan Chiapinella is in right field. And then for Wheeling Post 1, leading off will be the center fielder, Taylor, batting second. The right fielder, Billick, batting third. The shortstop, Murray, batting fourth. The designated hitter, Billings, batting fifth. The third baseman, Scudara, batting sixth. Marsh, the left fielder, batting seventh. The catcher, Wilson, batting eighth. The first baseman, Jameson, and batting ninth, the second baseman, Cole. So we'll see Wheeling taking on Charleston here in game number 3 of the day. We also want to remind you that this game is being broadcast as well as Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10, but also on the Ohio Valley Sports Online Network. As they wanted to take our broadcast of the game, and that means we have some other sponsors, but one that's familiar to us and them is our top of the first inning, which is brought to you by WV Medicine. So we'd like to welcome all of our listeners that are tuned in across the state.
Right, this should be a really good one here between Charleston and Wheeling. I think our last two games of the day should both be.
Yeah, you look at Charleston post 65 and Wheeling post 1. Wheeling coming in 24-5 on the season. I'm sorry, 24-6. Couldn't read the print there, but 24-6. And Charleston post 65, 14-21. So they do have a losing record, but 14 wins. They played a lot of games. Should provide a good challenge. Our first pitch is brought to you by the Glesner Group. As we get ready for this first inning of action. And Knapp will come to the plate to lead things off for Charleston. And the first pitch is belted to left field. And it is out of here for a home run. On the first pitch of the game between Charleston and Wheeling, Knapp hits a solo shot right over the Orsini's and TV10 logos out there in left center field. And it's 1-0 Charleston here in the state tournament. So what a start, Dylan. You said it should be an exciting, good game. Well, it doesn't get much more exciting than a first pitch home run.
You can't start off hotter than that. My goodness. Absolutely belted that one. Those are high walls out there in the outfield, too. That's one way to start. That's almost more offense than we had in the first two games combined already on one pitch.
Yeah. I'll bring Buckner to the plate. Our home runs brought to you by that Monster Pop is brought to you by the Ziegenfelder Company. Big hit there. This next pitch here to Buckner is popped up, and pitcher Doyle comes over and makes the catch. So 1 out.
Well, good recovery there, at the very least. And got a lot of first pitch swinging, because they can't all be first pitch home runs when you swing, so you have to be a little more patient as the game goes on.
Wilson takes that one for a ball high. So 1-0 count. Wilson, the pitcher. It's a pitcher versus pitcher matchup here between the two teams as that pitch misses low for a ball. So Wheeling out in their yellow uniforms with the blue numbers, blue letters across the chest, white cap with the blue letter and blue bill, or blue number, I guess, for their post. And then, or it may even be the W, I can't quite see from here, but Charleston in the kind of traditional American Legion red, white, and blue uniforms, pinstripe pants, as this one misses for a ball. So it's a walk to Wilson with 1 out here in the inning. It's now coming to the plate is Gage Tawney comes to the plate, the center fielder. And he takes the first pitch for a called strike. Next one from Doyle. Hits the zone for strike 2. Doyle, a lefty. The defense behind him. Wilson doing the catching. Scudara down there at third. Murray at shortstop. Cole at second. Jamison at first. And Marsh, Taylor, Billick from left to right in the outfield. There's one that misses low for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tawney, we're in the 35. So Knapp with the leadoff home run puts Charleston up early on 1-0. And Doyle will step off and keep that runner down there, and Wilson close at first. And now a throw over, not in time. One-two count, 1 out. Next pitch, fouled the other way. So count sits here at 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2, a breaking ball, misses for ball 2. This count is even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 1 out on Tawney with a runner on first base. And a 1-0 lead already here for Charleston in the top of the first. The next pitch from Doyle misses for a ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, still enough time for Wheeling to recover from this inning.
3-2, misses for ball 4.
It doesn't help, though.
Yeah, back-to-back walks. It's definitely been a tough inning for Doyle. He gives off the first pitch home run, so I feel like you would immediately be kind of hesitant on the mound and careful if you give up that first pitch home run. And then a few walks mixed in here. There is 1 out, so catcher going to come out in Wilson to speak with Doyle and try to calm him down. Richardson coming to the plate here. And he's going to get a lot of that one, but foul it away. And now a throw back to Doyle. Gets away from him. But luckily the defense is there to recover and throw it back to him. So 1 count on Richardson. The next pitch is a breaking ball that just misses a little bit high. For a ball, 1 strike. First baseman Richardson hitting here with 2 on and just 1 out, and that one hits the zone for strike 2.
It'd be huge for Charleston to get to the Wheeling's starter early, which is something no one in the tournament so far today has been able to do.
Check the runner. The 1-2 is high for a ball. Yeah, especially against the Wheeling team that, like we said, second best record in this tournament at 24 wins. Definitely one of the contenders here as this one misses, or no, hits the zone for strike 3. I thought for a second that the catcher Wilson had to dig it out of the ground, but I guess it was just kind of the angle of where we're at here in the press box, and it's called strike 3, so now 2 outs.
I think the batter at the plate might have agreed with you there, Nick, from his reaction. But,
okay, so then I don't know how it was ruled a strike if that was the case, but maybe I just saw it wrong, or I don't know.
Well, there was a ball called earlier in the at bat that felt like a strike from our angle.
Call.
So yeah, you never know. Could be.
0-1, high for a ball. I've always been told that umpires don't do that. At least that's what the umpires say.
At least if you do it with 2 strikes, that's a little. But yeah.
1-1. Fouled away there for strike 2. Now 1-2. So 1-0 lead here for Post 65, jumping on with the Knapp home run, followed up by a fly-out, pair of walks, and then a strikeout. So 2 outs here in the inning, and there's 2 on. Chance for a big inning here for Charleston. Doyle delivers the next pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 3. It's a drop third. The throw down to first is in time for the out. So that'll do it here for the top of the first. We'll bring you back with the bottom half of the inning when we come back. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. We're back in 1 minute.
This live stream broadcast is proudly sponsored by Realtor Shelley Craik of Fathom Realty. Looking for a new home? Give Shelley a call today, 304-639-1807. Shelley Craik is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
This live-streamed broadcast is being brought to you by the fine folks at Generations Restaurant and Pub. Show your appreciation by visiting them today at 338 National Road, Wheeling, or order online at generationswhg.com. Generations Restaurant and Pub is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
This live stream broadcast is proudly sponsored by Pathway Growth Partners LLC. Pathway Growth Partners offer financial and investment services. They are located at 300 Howard Street in Bridgeport. Give them a call at 740-738-3200 to set up a consultation. Pathways Growth Partners is a proud Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball sponsor.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Our bottom of the first is brought to you by Generations Restaurant and Pub. And I want to remind you that our strikeouts are sponsored by Zambito Flooring America. As we had 2 of them in that last half inning after the home run from Knapp. It's a 1-0 Charleston lead. Wheeling coming to the plate. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop. Happy to have you with us for the American Legion Baseball State Tournament here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. And it will be Taylor, Billick, and Murray due up here in the bottom of the first inning for Wheeling post 1.
Well, the good news for Wheeling is the only damage done outside of the home run was to the pitch count for Doyle. You got it, but just giving up the 1 run. So there's plenty of room for Doyle to recover and see if your bats can get you back on the other side, up on top in this game.
So a pitch here from Wilson, called strike 1. Next pitch. Popped up into shallow right and foul territory. First baseman Richardson goes over and makes the catch over the shoulder for the first out.
Just off the end of the bat. Just off the end of the bat. And shallow enough to stay in play.
This one's low for a ball. Billick here coming to the plate. He swings and misses for a strike. He's the right fielder in this one. Where's the number 8? 1 ball, 1 strike here. And the next pitch from Wilson. Breaking ball hits the zone for strike 2. Wilson and the Charleston defense. Miller behind the plate as the next pitch fouled away. Butcher down there at third. Knapp at shortstop. Knoll at second. Richardson at first. Buckner, Tawney, and rounding it out there in right field is Cipanella. As it's a 1-2 count with 1 out for Billick. And Charleston leads it here 1-0 in the top of the first inning. The next pitch. It's a called strike 3. Billick goes down looking for the second out. I'll bring the shortstop Murray to the plate.
We'll see how things play out in this game, but I will say Wilson on the mound is kind of built like a guy who would be a powerful pitcher and a guy that's tough to get a hit against.
That pitch comes across the plate for strike 1 here to Murray, the shortstop.
We saw Sammy Vianney throw a 1-hitter for Bridgeport this morning. So next pitch is in for a ball outside. Vianney was built more like a Tim Lincecum, shorter, skinnier, whereas Wilson's a tall, lanky guy out here, broad shoulders.
This one hits the zone for strike 2. The 1-2 count. Misses high for ball 2. Yeah, we haven't really seen a big strikeout pitcher, but we did have 2 strikeouts in that top of the first, and now 1 here as the next pitch on the 2-2 is hit on the ground towards short. And the throw over to first is in time for the out. So that will do it for the top of the first inning. We'll bring you to the bottom. For the bottom of the first inning. We'll come back with the top of the second. After this 60-second break, this is American Legion Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Attention Ohio Valley, looking for top-notch facility solutions? Look no further than Liberty Distributors. From packaging to printing, we've got you covered. Need custom solutions? We're your go-to team. Here's why you'll love us. Quality products, our packaging keeps your goods safe and secure. Eco-friendly options, go green with our sustainable solutions. printing expertise, custom labels, logos, and more. Trust Liberty Distributors to deliver excellence. Visit us at 6015 National Road, call us 800-828-9920, or explore our website today.
My family wants you to know, when you purchase a vehicle from us, it's more than just acquiring a new vehicle. You're gaining a partner genuinely invested in your experience and long-term happiness. You're not just a number to us. You become part of our family with a lasting relationship that extends well beyond the showroom.
Leading off the top of the second for Charleston.
We welcome you back here, top of the second inning between Wheeling and Charleston in the American Legion Baseball State Tournament. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop. Our top of the second is brought to you by TechnoCap. And we'll see here for Charleston, bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 hitters, Miller, Butcher, and Cipanella due up. First pitch is low for second pitch here, 1-1 count after he fouled off that first one. So see if Doyle can settle in after the first pitch of the game was hit into deep left field for a home run. This one misses inside for a ball, 2-1 count. And that gave the early lead to Post 65. And the pitch here is a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, we've seen plenty of pitchers before have a rough first inning and then power through and recover from there. See if Doyle does the same.
Well, there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. It's a drop third strike, throw down to first in time for the out. Our strikeouts are, again, sponsored by Zambito Flooring America. So Miller goes down swinging. It's the third strikeout now in a row for Doyle. So it seems like he's settled in a little bit maybe. Home run, fly out, 2 walks, and then 3 straight strikeouts since then. As here's a swing and a miss for strike 1 to Butcher.
Yeah, like I said, the rest of the damage done from there after the home run was only to the pitch count. Still at 29 pitches.
This one hit hard on the ground toward third. Scudara comes up and throws to first in time for the out. So a 5-3 ground out there, and that will bring Cipanella to the plate.
Well, if he keeps pitching like this, like he has in the second inning, he'll get back on track to have his pitches per inning be a little lower this time.
This pitch misses for ball 1. And the 1-0 is a swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike.
He looks a lot better, a lot more focused and comfortable this time around.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you come out a little shaky, or maybe just it's your first pitch, so not really thinking a guy's going to jump on it, but Knapp did, and credit to him to give his team an early 1-0 lead. And then maybe you're a little shook up after that, but Doyle has settled back in as this one hits the zone for a called strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs here in the second. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another Zambito Flooring strikeout here in the second, and that will send us to the bottom half of the inning. It's still 1-0 Charleston. It's American Legion Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Life is evolving. Over the past decade, the way we do almost everything has changed. Get on your phone, see something you like, click on it, and it shows up at your door. Why should the way you have your car serviced be any different? Why waste your time going to a dealership service department when Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to you? They service all makes, all models, and offer full parts and labor warranties. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet will come to your door or office and service your vehicle while you're doing what you need to be doing, conducting that business meeting or mowing the lawn. Why take time out of your busy schedule when you don't have to? Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet's friendly, knowledgeable staff will come to you where you live or where you work for full service maintenance, from oil changes to tire rotations, brakes, batteries, multi-point inspections. They handle it all. Hagerstown Ford and Hancock Chevrolet is committed to delivering the best of the best to their customers. Trust them to service your vehicle where you're at home or at work. Skip the time-consuming and terminal wait at the dealership. Schedule your appointment at fordofhagerstown.com or hancockchevy.com.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning, for Wheeling, batting cleanup.
Bottom of the second inning is brought to you by Zavolta Law Office. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop here. On the second for Wheeling coming to the plate, who trails 1-0 against Charleston. And this one a breaking ball. That's called strike one here to Billings to lead things off. The designated hitter, it's Billings, Skidara, and Marsh due up this inning for Wheeling post one as this one's popped up. In the infield, a diving effort from Wilson, and he makes the catch. The pitcher coming over from the pitcher's mound to make a diving catch in fair territory down the first baseline. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I mean, it's in the perfect part of the field for us to not really have any of our cameras have a great shot of that. But, yeah, full extension. Be able to make a lay out and grab it.
Yeah, diving catch from the pitcher there, and there's an out. So breaking ball here is a called strike one. And Wilson continues to impress here early on. Skidara at the plate. He's already behind 0-2.
Well, the theme of today has been that one run is enough for the winning team, for the winning team and the winning pitcher. Well, I guess I shouldn't say winning pitcher because Vianney had 7 2/3, one-hit shutout, and still wasn't the winning pitcher.
It's true. Sometimes baseball can be tough like that. As here's the next pitch, popped up and out of play. But yeah, you would imagine most of the time, I mean, with this being the first game of the tournament, pitching is going to be probably what we see dominate early on. As here's a swing and a miss for strike three.
Yeah, you want to try to avoid getting to that loser's bracket right away because it just will throw off your pitching and your scenario for the rest of the tournament where you got to win 4 days in a row, 5 games in a row, actually. So yeah, you want to start strong with this, one of your best pitchers, if not your best pitcher.
Again, those strikeouts brought to you by Zambito Flooring America. And we have an 0-1 count here. And this one's hit on the ground but foul down the third base line. So Marsh is down 0-2 as well, the left fielder. There's the number 7, bats from the right side. His team trails Charleston 1-0 here. And the next pitch with 2 strikes is low and outside for a ball. And the 1-2. Hit on the ground toward third. Butcher comes over, sidearm it over to first in time for the out. So Marsh goes down with the ground out, and that will do it for the second. It's 1-0. Charleston on top of Wheeling. We head to the third. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
Berkeley County Youth Fair, a summer tradition that everyone looks forward to. Carnival rides, bull riding, truck pulls, and demo derbies. Your favorite fair food. Come support the area youth at livestock competitions and see all of their hard work. Follow us on Facebook or check us out online for the complete 2024 fair schedule. It's the Berkeley County Youth Fair. 8 action-packed days of fun for the whole family. August 3rd through the 10th.
Most insurance companies see you as a claim number. Most law firms see you as a case file. When their top priority is their bottom line, you only get a fraction of the attention that you deserve. At the law firm of Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson, it's personal. We listen to our clients to see the whole picture. because every part of you is important. For a team built on relationships and results, call Burke, Schultz, Harmon, and Jenkinson at 304 Lawyers, or visit us at burkeandschultz.com.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Our top of the third is brought to you by Zambito Flooring America. I see Knapp coming to the plate here to lead things off, and last time he was up, first pitch swinging, a home run. So he gave Charleston the early 1-0 lead to lead off the inning. And the pitch here is low and inside for ball one. The 1-0 hit on the ground toward third. Skidara plays it off the glove. Throw is low, and Knapp is on. So,
yeah, just that little bobble was enough to have to try to rush the throw.
Yeah, the bobble, and then possibly Jamison, could have made a really impressive play over there at first, but that's a tough one to make, obviously. So throw low there from the third baseman, Skidar, and that allows Knapp to get on and bring Buckner to the plate. He'll step out and reset, so good opportunity for Charleston to add to its lead. Doyle still pitching, of course, besides that home run, very well on the mound, a throw over. Scooped out that time by Jamison at first. And the next pitch, low for a ball. So 1-0 count here on Buckner with a runner on first base. And nobody out here to lead off this third inning after the E5. And there's a bunt attempt, and it hit off the batter, so he will be out.
It's a tough
Since it was
break.
in fair play, and that sends the runner back to first.
Tough break for Charleston. They had a chance now with this part of the lineup up that was able to do some damage. Try to get some more runs up on the board, but
yeah, Wilson
couldn't move that runner over.
Wilson up here, he walked his first time. And now we have a balk.
Oh, wow.
So I guess he did move the runner over eventually.
Well, yeah. One way or another.
So the interference brings us to 1 out. We now have Wilson at the plate. And a runner on second. And the next pitch is low for ball one. So 1-0 count here to Wilson. As again, batter's interference gets Buckner out. And the next pitch is hit hard on the ground towards short. Murray bobbles it, tries to throw to first, but it is low. And that allows Wilson to reach. So another error there from that left side of the infield, shortstops and third baseman.
It was a good play at first to really run up and come at that ball, knowing how short it was going to be. To try to keep that runner at second base, and he was able to.
Jameson's done a good job of keeping them in front and not allowing those balls to get away on some poor throws, as this one misses low for ball one. Tawney here at the plate. He walked his first time. I'll remind you, all walks are brought to you by Zavolta Law Office. I think I missed those earlier, but get them a shout out now. 1-1 count, 1 out. And the next pitch here, hit well up the middle into center field for a base hit. So the bases are loaded for Charleston. Here in the third inning, a chance here, Dylan, to extend this lead. Tawney sends it up the middle. And now we'll bring Richardson to the plate.
Just a really well hit ball. Again, this was the part of the order that first time around did some damage against Doyle. So they're really seeing the ball well.
Number 26, Cole Richardson.
Yeah, they drew some walks, but now they're getting some hits, or at least putting the ball in play, and the defense has kind of let Doyle down here. But there's a single up the middle, and this one misses high for a ball. So besides the home run, that's our first base hit of the day, just a regular single. Richardson did strike out his first time, as he'll take this one inside for a ball. It's a 2-0 count.
Need a strikeout. If you can't get a double play, obviously, but really need that strikeout. Keep that runner at third.
So 1 out, 2-0 count. Bases loaded. The next pitch. This is inside for ball 3, so Richardson's ahead 3-0. The 3-0's low for ball 4. So there's a walked-in run to give it a 2-0 lead to Charleston here in the third, and now we'll have time.
And looks like the whole infield for Wheeling will come together.
We'll get a mound visit here.
Yep.
Mound visit's brought to you by WVU Medicine. 2-0 lead here for Charleston over Wheeling, post 1. Post 65 here in Charleston. Or not here in Charleston, but post 65 for Charleston is leading 2-0 here in Martinsburg at P.O. Faulkner Park, home of the Berkeley Post 14 Hornets, as well as the Martinsburg Bulldogs during the spring. During the summer, it's Post 14's home for both the senior and junior teams. This is the senior state tournament. As Post 14, the host, they will play the nightcap here tonight against Morgantown. Started or slated to start at 7 p.m. and we should definitely be able to get that in there at 7, you would think. Because here's a chance for a double play. Throw to second in time. The throw back to first in time, and Wheeling gets the 6-4-3 to get out of the inning and only allow an extra run on the walked-in run. So Knoll grounds into the double play. The mound visit works well, I guess, to regroup, and it's only a 2-0 lead for Post 65 in what could have been a huge inning. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV10. We're back at 60.
Hey there, craving something sweet? Look no further than the Ziegenfelder Company. Irresistible treats, from classic popsicles to novelty ice cream. We've got your cravings covered. Family fun. Share a Ziegenfelder treat with loved ones. It's happiness on a stick. Ziegenfelder Company, where every lick is a little celebration. A proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
This live-streamed broadcast is being brought to you by the fine folks at Technicap. Technicap Group develops and manufactures highly functional, attractive, and reliable metal closures, aluminum bottles and aerosol cans, enabling worldwide customers to build their brands, to protect the integrity of their products and guarantee the safety of consumers. Technicap is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
This live stream broadcast is proudly sponsored by Realtor Shelley Craig of Fathom Realty. Looking for a new home? Give Shelley a call today, 304-639-1807. Shelley Craig is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as we head to the bottom of the third inning. Wheeling coming to the plate. They trail it 2-0 to Charleston Post 65. Wheeling Post 1. Again, won 24 regular season games at 24-6 marks. 24-6 mark for them heading into the tournament. For Charleston, they came into this thing 14-21. State tournament. Winner of this game advances to the winner's bracket, where they will take on the winner of Game 1, which was Bridgeport. So things are already starting to shape out. The loser of this game will take on the loser of Game 1 at 10 a.m. tomorrow. So that would be Potomac Valley.
That's a tough draw.
Yeah, tough turnaround. It's a tough turnaround tough draw for anybody.
Yeah.
At this point, it's a state tournament, so you don't really get an easy matchup. 2-1 count here. This one misses low for a ball. 3-1.
I think the toughest draw might end up being Wellsburg against the loser of Morgantown versus Post 14.
Yeah, that seems like on paper to be a pretty big mismatch, but we'll see how things play out. And, of course, all depends on, the pitcher that day and who can get you at least a chance to win with the pitching. And then you go from there if your bats can get going. But there's a strikeout looking as Wilson continues to pitch well out there. Miller doing the catching, but Wilson doing a good job on the mound as he strikes out the other Wilson, the catcher Wilson. Got him looking there for his third strikeout.
Wilson's been cruising so far.
As I'll bring Jameson to the plate. And next one is high for a ball. These two teams have kind of some similar names. You got the Wilson, that's the catcher, and then you got the Wilson, that's the pitcher on opposite sides. This one's hit towards second for Knoll. Knoll will throw over to Richardson, the first baseman. And then you have Richardson at first and Jameson at first on the other side. So a little bit of similarity, I guess, there. But the 4-3 ground out brings Cole to the plate. And the second baseman, first at bat here in the third, bottom half of the third inning, is this one taken for a called strike.
I've seen a lot of name similarities here today. South Charleston's top three in the order was Aiden, Jaden, and Braden. Both of our two pitchers that threw one hitters today were both named Sammy.
That's true. Our bottom of the third is brought to you by Pathway Growth Partners, LLC. No Sammys, though, pitching today, at least that we know of. There could be some that come in later. Or in this game, I should say. Any more today, maybe. Maybe Sammy Roberts will suit up for Post 14. I don't know. It's the only local Sammy that I can remember.
He's got a good arm. We know that.
Don't know if he's eligible, really. As there's a called strike. Hasn't pitched in probably a few years, I would guess. 3-2 count here, 2 outs. Called strike 3. Cole goes down looking. Now 4 strikeouts on the day for Wilson. And Charleston still leads it here 2-0 as we head to the fourth. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Glessner Group has everything you need to grow and protect your business with accounting, insurance, financial solutions, and creative services. We'll put you on the path to success. Choose the Glessner Group. The Glessner Group has everything you need to grow and protect your business with accounting, insurance, financial solutions, and creative services. We'll put you on the path to success. Choose the Glessner Group.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Our top of the fourth is brought to you by Shelley Crake / Fathom Realty. It's Dylan again. We got a low-scoring, grounded-out game through at least 3 innings. 2-0, though. Charleston on top, post 65, getting the home run from Knapp to grab the early 1-0 lead, and then a walked-in run extends this lead out to 2-0. But here we are with the bottom of the order. Miller will pop it up towards second base, and it's caught over there at second by Cole for the out. So Miller pops out here. 7, 8, 9 due up this inning, and now that will bring Butcher, the number 8 hitter, to the plate. Plays third base. Where's the number 49?
Number 49, Jared Butcher.
I think you just got to ride with Doyle as long as you can, unless he really starts to blow up.
Yeah, overall.
Another time through the lineup. It's just been really the top of the order has been able to get a little bit going.
He's been all right, yeah, for sure. As Butcher's first time up, grounded out. This one a called strike number 2. This bottom of the order really struggled. Strikeout, ground out, strikeout. Campanella due up after Butcher, and this one misses outside for ball 1. The home run and then a walk with the bases loaded is what hurt Doyle so far. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. Give him now 5 strikeouts on the afternoon, and that will bring Campanella to the plate.
It's amazing to think into our third game that Doyle is struggling compared to some of the other pitching we've seen today. He has 5 strikeouts through 3 innings, 2 2/3 innings.
Yeah, I mean,
and only giving up 2 runs.
He's only given up 2 hits. So, honestly, it's been probably like the 3rd or 4th best pitching performance of the day. I guess 4th best.
Yeah. One of those being the pitcher on the other side of this game so far. So,
yeah,
this is a tough matchup for Wheeling.
1-1 is a called strike 2. We'll see if Wheeling can break through. Again, heading into the tournament, you'd probably put them up there with Morgantown and, of course, Berkeley being the defending champs. You got to respect their chances, but kind of had a tough area tournament, even though they didn't have all their pitching. But we know how talented they are at full strength, so 2-2 count. They're going to be without Carson Buber, which is big, as this one misses low for ball 3.
That's pretty huge. He's been their most reliable pitcher.
And not only that, I mean, losing his bat.
Yeah, that too.
Losing what he can do for you defensively. We know the infield is kind of where they're a little short-handed at some spots. This one misses low for a ball 4. So Campanella, the number 9 hitter, draws a walk with 2 outs here in the inning, and that will bring Knapp back to the plate, who's reached on air and had the leadoff home run to make it an early 1-0 lead on the very first pitch of the game.
That error was a hard-hit ball.
It's true. So he's definitely seeing it well out of Doyle's hand, as the pitch here is low and outside for ball 1.
And you can see that just by that first pitch bouncing it into the dirt or into the turf. Got to be careful with this guy.
1-0. Popped up, foul territory, and luckily lands and doesn't hit anyone over there in the seats here at P.O. Faulkner Park. Beautiful ballpark for this state tournament. Have those seats they got from the Hagerstown Suns when they got rid of them. And there's a call and strike. Of course, now the flying boxcars in existence, but they have a brand new stadium there in Hagerstown. So 1-2 count, 2 outs, and the next pitch is lifted over into left field. Shortstop Murray shields the sun and makes the catch for the final out of the inning. So, 4th for Post 65 goes pretty quietly. They leave Campanella out there on the base paths, but that will bring us to the bottom of the 4th. When we come back, it's 2-0 Charleston. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV10.
The Chevy Summer Drive event is happening now at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg. Right now, get a new 2024 Equinox with 1.9% financing for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. And get up to $3,000 off MSRP. Or check out a new 2024 Silverado 1500 and get up to $6,000 off MSRP. But hurry in, these deals won't last forever. Together, let's drive at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
Welcome back to Golden Nation Buffet. I'm Ryan Smetzer, and I'm so excited to show you guys the endless selection of sushi right here in our restaurant. Here at Golden Nation Buffet, they have got the finest selection of rolled sushi. Our chefs prepare with only the freshest ingredients to make sure that you have the best sushi experience imaginable. So come on over to Golden Asian Buffet and check out their finest selection of incredible and fresh sushi. We'll see you soon.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. And the pitch to Taylor is low for ball one. So it's back to the top of the order. And that's another thing. If you have that dominating pitching performance in a 7-inning game, you're going to limit those at-bats for the top, which is pretty important. I mean, you may still see them 3 times, but it's possible that you could get through it pretty quickly and not have to face them any more than that or possibly even less, depending on how dominant you are out there. 2-0 count here, though, on Taylor. Is this one fouled away?
No, you're right, Nick. In a worst-case scenario for Wheeling or any team, of that matter, you could see your cleanup hitter only come up twice in a 7-inning game.
The 2-1 hit well, but foul down that right field line as Taylor gave it a ride over toward the bullpen. 2-2 count. Wilson has, again, pitched very well, and we saw, too, Post 64 has been the only team to go with the, at least so far, that short start strategy. As that one runs in and hits him. Ouch. That one's going to hurt. If you're ever injured in an accident, give Zavolta Law Office a call. Hit by pitch there.
Well, there you go. One of the rare chances so far for Wheeling to do something. Get runners on base.
Yeah, and a leadoff runner as well, as there's a bunt attempt from Billick, and he fouls it off the pink bat. Yeah, if Billick could come through with something to move that runner over, then you have your 3 and 4 hitters due up with just 1 out. Chance to get back in the game. Billick will pull back the bunt, but it's called a strike, and I wonder if we'll see a bunt now with 2 strikes.
Well, we saw that earlier the first game.
Yep. And it's a swing and a miss, strike 3, so Billick goes down swinging.
Didn't give it a try.
And that would be the 5th strikeout of the day for Wilson out there on the mound. Our strikeouts again brought to you by Zambito Flooring America. Throw over, not in time. So for Charleston, Post 65, it's been quite the performance out there on the mound from Wilson. Evan Wilson, the 6'3" right-hander out of Capitol High School. Just graduated. Is this one called strike number 2?
Hit by pitch, really the first slip-up we've seen. Perfect.
It very much is.
Yes. He's been perfect besides that.
Yeah. Didn't realize that initially when the hit by pitch happened, but you are correct, Dylan. Yeah, the perfect game was gone on the hit by pitch. The 1-2 hit up the middle, slider off the glove of Knapp, and does that break up the no hitter? Is I guess the question. I think it might be an error, even though it's a very tough play for Murray. I don't know. I mean, for him to get there was pretty impressive.
I think I'd give that an E6 there. I think it was a tougher play on a slide like that, but I think he should have had it in the glove.
Since he got there, yeah, I agree with you. We can't break up the no hitter on that one. This one's low for ball 1.
Yeah, I can understand if you ruled that a single, but it'd be kind of hard. It'd be a.
I mean, he had it in the glove, so he probably should have made the play based off of that. Or at least get 1 out.
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty lenient on the fielder there.
2-0 count here on Billings, the designated hitter. And the pitch from Wilson is high. So Evan Wilson falls behind 3-0. He may load the bases here for Wheeling, and now we'll have a mound visit. A little bit of discussion between Miller, the catcher, and Wilson, the pitcher.
Yeah, suddenly just losing some control. The hit by pitch. And now with 2 runners on, falling behind 3-0. Here's Wheeling's chance. Take the chances while you get them. So we've seen that from Doyle that one, struggling inning isn't going to always keep lasting.
This one hit on the ground, and that will break up the no-hitter with the base hit. Runner coming around to score the throw home, not in time. And catcher Miller will just hold it after that, but it's now a 2-1 ball game as Wheeling's right back in it on the Billings RBI single into right field. Skidara coming to the plate. So the DH comes through and does what he does best. That's it.
Right back in it. Just like that. Doyle's giving you a strong enough performance on the mound that you could get through it. And once you cracked into Wilson a little bit, all of a sudden, 1-run game, tying runs 90 feet away, go-ahead runs at second.
Throw to third, risky but not in time there, and nearly got the runner leaning down there at third base. That one hits off the catcher Miller. That will bring the runner home, and we're tied at 2. So coming around to score is Murray. And now it's a 2-2 ball game. Runner moves up to third. And Wheeling, all of a sudden, Dylan has a chance to take a lead.
I don't know if it's kind of getting to Wilson mentally after that hit by pitch, that one pitch that slipped away from him.
Well, that one misses outside as well, so it's a 2-0 count here on Skidara. And the 2-0 is elevated into shallow center. Skidara was frustrated with it, but they will not be able to tag. Initially, they showed like they were going to go, but Tawney making a good throw to keep them close.
The runner tagged up, giving the impression that he was going to go the whole way, just to force a throw in on the hopes that it would be an errant throw that got away, but smart, way too shallow to make it there on a good enough throw.
Marsh will come to the plate, grounded out his first time, and Marsh sends that one hard off the net for strike 1.
Just like that, we're tied.
Yep, we're tied here at 2, and there's 2 outs, a runner on third. And the pitch hit on the ground toward first. Richardson will step on the bag for the final out of the inning. So Wheeling finds their way back into it. We're tied at 2. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV10. We're back in 60 seconds.
Hey, it's Cody from Cody's Auto Body.
You're a potty mouth.
But we do a really great job fixing cars after an accident.
I know, but you're still a potty mouth.
I'm possibly the best friend you could ever have.
You are, but potty mouth.
If you need your car repaired, come to Cody's Auto Body, located at 851 Wilson Street in Martinsburg. Because that's Cody's with a T for f***ing trust.
See? Potty mouth.
Leave me alone.
Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more. Welcome to CMA's Honda of Winchester, where you can drive an award-winning lineup of new and certified pre-owned Hondas, Accords, Civics, CRVs, HRVs, and more at CMA's Honda of Winchester. Owners just care more.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop here as we enter the fifth inning between the two teams. Wheeling has come back to tie things at 2. Our top of the fifth is brought to you by Vance Printing. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop. And the pitch here is fouled away to lead off the inning by Butcher. I was right. Buckner there grounds it through the 5-6 hole past the diving glove of Scudara and into left field for a base hit. So Buckner on, and that will bring Wilson to the plate. See if he can come through after
Number 4, Evan Wilson.
his worst inning on the mound, where things just kind of fell apart a little bit, but still overall pitching very well. He walked and has reached on error so far. And the pitch here to Wilson as the runner takes off. It's a hit and run, and he does his job, sends it into right field behind the runner. And with the second baseman going to cover the bag, it's now runners on the corners on the hit and run from Wilson. So Post 65 have some good offense here, Dylan. They have a chance to take that lead right back.
Perfect hit and run timing. Because if Wilson hits that ball and the runner's not going, that might be a double play. Because it was right at where the second baseman was. Him trying to go over and cover for the steal attempt moved him out of position. That's how you do it.
Yeah, runners on the corners. And Tawney at the plate, a walk and a single so far. Pitch is low for a ball. Wilson, the catcher, blocks it. So 2-2 ball game here in the top of the fifth inning between Charleston Post 65 and Wheeling Post 1. And the 1-0 pitch to Tawney misses low and inside. Hits the zone. Thought I saw Tawney get out of the way, so I thought maybe it had missed, but ruled a strike. 1-1. Runners on the corners. And the next pitch. Breaking ball. That one hits the zone. Strike 2.
So this is going to be a tough situation for
nobody out
for Doyle to get out of.
Doyle kicks and deals and delivers and just misses on that pitch for ball 2.
As well as he's been able to recover from some slip-ups here and there. This is going to be a near miracle to get out of with no runs.
This one hits the dirt. Runner advances to second base. So full count here. Pitcher steps off the mound. And that one's low for a ball. So bases are now loaded for Charleston as Tawney draws the walk. Now bring Richardson to the plate. Richardson so far strikeout and a walk, and we'll see. They may be coming to get Doyle here. Mound visits brought to you by WV Medicine. And we'll see if this is it for Doyle. Looks like it could be.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit here. I could see this just being a mound visit, though. I mean, you don't want to pull him too early. Obviously, you don't want to pull a guy too late either, but
yeah, it's definitely a tough situation to enter the game in as well. Bases loaded, nobody out, so it's a lot to ask of a guy.
Right.
But he has, gotten out of some jams so far and done minimal damage. You could give up the lead here and still not feel terrible about Doyle pitching the rest of the way or however long he can go, because if it makes it a 3-2 game but he still ends up getting out of this inning with just it being a 3-2 game, he did his job for the most part at this point. So with the bases loaded, we'll see, but there is nobody out for Richardson, the 5-hole hitter. And the pitch here from Doyle, low and outside for ball 1. Definitely can't have him walk in another run, as he did do that earlier in the game. And the pitch here. Inside, but called a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bases are loaded for Charleston post 65, who led it early on 2-0. It's now a 2-2 game, and Doyle's pitch misses outside for ball 2.
This is the part of the order that's had a little more trouble figuring out Doyle so far in this one.
And the 2-1. Called a strike, 2-2. And the 2-2 misses outside for ball 3, so it's a full count on Doyle. Or I'm sorry, on Richardson from Doyle, and Doyle walks in Richardson with the bases loaded, and that makes it a 3-2 game.
Second time he's walked in a run already.
Yeah, so Charleston retakes the lead. Richardson draws the walk, and Null coming to the plate. And they don't come to get him yet. And the pitch. Breaking ball, misses high for ball 1.
Number 19, Hunter Null.
And now here it comes after that first pitch. Yep.
So overall, Doyle bounced back pretty good after that first pitch home run. But he does leave trailing 3-2. We'll take a 30-second break. On the other side, we'll have the pitching change. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. 3-2. Post 65 leads Wheeling Post 1. As coming into pitch for Post 1 and relief of Doyle is Ryan Yates, 6'1" right-hander from Wheeling Park High School, graduate of 2023. And that means the day is done for Luke Doyle, who gave him a good start. Another 2023 Wheeling Park graduate. But things got a little shaky here in the 5th inning. He did give up a home run to lead off the game to Knapp. Settled back in. Pitched pretty well, then walked in a run to go down 2-0. His team comes back to tie it at 2, and then this inning, things didn't go very well. A pair of singles and a pair of walks. One of those walks walking in another run, and then he falls behind here 1-0 to Null, and that was it for Doyle's day. But he is responsible for those base runners. By the way, our walks brought to you by Zavolta Law Office. And 1-0 count here to Null, who struck out his first time. The pitch here misses outside for ball number 2. So we'll see if Yates can calm things down. Obviously here, Dylan, a very tough situation to be brought into a game to pitch in. Bases loaded and nobody out.
This is the best opportunity Charleston's had to open it up.
And Null fouls that one away, out of play. So that makes it a 2-1 count.
Already given up 1 run. You know, the way Wilson's been pitching for the most part, runs have been tough to come by. You got 2 off of him in the 4th, but he'd always recover.
Null calls time and steps out of the batter's box. And the next pitch. Misses low and outside for ball 3. So mound visit here is already we have some struggles out of the bullpen from the right-hander, Yates. With the bases loaded, it's a 3-1 count. Nobody out, and a chance for Charleston to extend and break open its 3-2 lead. The next pitch hit on the ground towards short. A diving attempt from Murray. It's past his glove. 1 run is in to score. Second one coming to the plate. The relay throw not in time. It's offline. And Tawney will score as well. And it is now a 5-2 lead for Post 65 out of Charleston over Wheeling Post 1 on the 2 RBI single from Null.
Good piece of hitting. Got yourself a way more comfortable lead now, and you can continue to add on to it. Still no outs, still 2 runners on.
I'll bring Miller, the catcher, to the plate. Miller has struck out and popped out to the second baseman so far. There's a ground ball. The pitcher comes off, and Yates and throws to first, but not in time. So Miller beats it out. And the bases are loaded once again for Charleston.
Okay, now you're really in danger of letting this one get away from you completely.
We have some dark clouds, but no rain here at P.O. Faulkner Park.
My phone tells me that there's a light chance of rain in the next 10 minutes. But it looks like it's only supposed to last for about 10 minutes.
Yeah. It doesn't look too bad here in person. But off to our left, the clouds are a little bit darker than the ones directly in front of us here. I wouldn't expect any sort of delay then based off of that forecast here as an 0-1 count as a called strike 2. The grass in the field overall looks a lot better than the last time we were here. Still a little bit patchy, but considering how little rain we have received since then and even before that, it was looking a little rough a few weeks ago. There's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Butcher goes down swinging. So Yates with a big strikeout for the first out here in the 5th, and now bring Campanella to the plate.
It is some nasty looking clouds. We'll say that. As you can see on TV.
Yeah, you just hope then, as long as it's just rain here at the turf, we should be all right.
It looks worse than it's projected to be. So, we'll play on.
Well, for now, there's no rain at all, so we'll see.
Right.
Can't call the game over clouds. Last time I checked.
Yep.
Unless those clouds produce lightning, then you can't. But no lightning, right, Dylan?
Not in the forecast.
All right, sounds good. This one a bouncer. Low for a ball.
The ever so trustworthy Apple Weather app.
It's never wrong.
Never.
Guaranteed 100% accuracy. It better be. 1-1, 1 out. Bases are loaded. The next pitch. Fouled away by Campanella, the number 9 hitter in the lineup. So he now sits in here on a 1-2. And the 1-2. It's low for ball 2. So Campanella sitting in, 2-2 count, 1 out. 5-2 our score. Charleston Post 65 A big 3-run inning to break the 2-2 tie. Bases are still loaded, and there is just one out as that breaking ball is a called strike 3. Yates now with back-to-back strikeouts. There's now 2 gone here in the inning. And it's back to the top of the order, though. And Knapp, who had the home run to lead things off on the first pitch he saw. Hit it over that left field wall. Over by the Orsini's and TV10 logos out there and left. And that one's hit well on the ground toward third. Sliding stop from Skidora, and he'll step on the bag at third base to get the force out for the final out of the inning. So good defensive play there. Ends it for Post 65, but overall they lead 5-2. Here in the 5th inning, we'll head to the bottom half of the inning when we come back. This is the West Virginia State Tournament for American Legion Baseball and Talk Radio WRNR and TV10. We're back in 1 minute.
This live-streamed broadcast is being brought to you by the fine folks at Generations Restaurant and Pub. Show your appreciation by visiting them today at 338 National Road, Wheeling, or order online at generationswhg.com. Generations Restaurant and Pub is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
Attention Ohio Valley, looking for top-notch facility solutions? Look no further than Liberty Distributors. From packaging to printing, we've got you covered. Need custom solutions? We're your go-to team. Here's why you'll love us. Quality products, our packaging keeps your goods safe and secure. Eco-friendly options, go green with our sustainable solutions. Printing expertise, custom labels, logos, and more. Trust Liberty Distributors to deliver excellence. Visit us at 6015 National Road, call us 800-828-9920, or explore our website today.
Now we're coming back. We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. 5-2, our score. Post 65 leads Wheeling Post 1 here. Charleston on top. Out of Post 65 out of Charleston. See the bottom of the order here for Wheeling as it's Wilson, Jamison, Cole due up. And we'll see more from Wilson on the mound, who's been great for Post 65. Besides the 2 runs that he's given up, but I mean overall it's been a very solid performance from Evan Wilson.
Yeah, he lost it a little bit in the bottom of the 4th, gave up those 2 runs, but he's had plenty of rest, time to regroup and refocus.
1-0 count here on the catcher, who struck out his first time, and that one misses low for 2 balls and no strikes.
It's no guarantee that time will allow him to stay on track.
Yeah, we'll see if they end up having to make a change just like Wheeling did, and if you do have to make a change, you don't want to make it too late. So a 2-1 count here, and the next pitch is a called strike 2. Is the bottom of the order, so I would think you at least hope Wilson can get through this half inning. Possibly more with his pitch count, the 2-2. Hit on the ground towards second, toward Null. Null bobbles it initially and then throws the first in time for the out. Like we said before, though, of course, bottom of the order in Legion, a little bit different than bottom of the order at most levels. But with that being said, this bottom of the order has struggled so far here today. So Jamison comes to the plate. He grounded out his first time.
That was pitch number 65 for Wilson. So he's still in a good pace there. He's able to get a first pitch strike, too.
The 0-1. Low for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Jamison. Now a 2-1 count. And the chicken and the 2-1. Is there for 2-2 now. I was thinking about my dinner order, Dylan.
There's Wilson getting back on track with another strikeout there.
2-2 with 2 outs here as Wilson does get the strikeout.
So this is how you recover.
Yeah,
two quick outs.
Get a ground out.
Get ahead of the next guy.
Next one, a called strike there.
His team gave him insurance. Got to feel a lot better out there with a 3-run lead than you did with a 1-run lead or in a tie game.
And there's a swing and miss, strike 3. So, we will head to the 6th inning. And our score 5-2. Wheeling trails Charleston. This is American Legion Baseball and Talk Radio, WRNR and TV 10.
This live stream broadcast is proudly sponsored by Pathway Growth Partners LLC. Pathway Growth Partners offer financial and investment services. They are located at 300 Howard Street in Bridgeport. Give them a call at 740-738-3200 to set up a consultation. Pathways Growth Partners is a proud Wheeling Post 1 American Legion baseball sponsor.
My family wants you to know, when you purchase a vehicle from us, it's more than just acquiring a new vehicle. You're gaining a partner genuinely invested in your experience and long-term happiness. You're not just a number to us. You become part of our family with a lasting relationship that extends well beyond the showroom.
This live-streamed broadcast is being brought to you by the fine folks at Technicap. Technicap Group develops and manufactures highly functional, attractive, and reliable metal closures, aluminum bottles, and aerosol cans, enabling worldwide customers to build their brands, to protect the integrity of their products and guarantee the safety of consumers. Technicap is a proud sponsor of Wheeling Post 1 American Legion Baseball.
We welcome you back. As the rain does start to come down here a little bit at P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop, as we head into the 6th.
Leading off the top of the 6th inning for Charleston.
Top of the 6th is brought to you by Liberty Distributors. Is this one hit well by Buckner? Now that left field line, that's going to be a base hit. And I want to remind you, the bottom of the 5th was brought to you by Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration. But Liberty Distributors are top of the 6th sponsor, and to lead off here the inning for Charleston, who just had a big inning at the plate in the 5th, Dylan, here in the top of the 6th. They get a leadoff single here from Buckner, his second hit. And now Wilson coming to the plate. As this one runs inside. And pretty steady rain here.
You'll never believe this, but I think the Apple Weather app may have been wrong.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to head to a delay.
Yeah, apparently this is supposed to be a short one, a short shower that's just kind of breezing through. But yep, it picked up.
All right, so with that, we'll take a break. Hopefully the weather app is right with it being a short shower. Dylan, we may need to go get the cameras as well. So, Colin, go ahead and send us the break.
The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be. Join us every night to relax and enjoy football or basketball games featuring either the Martinsburg Bulldogs, Shepherd University Rams, or West Virginia Mountaineers. We will have steak night every Wednesday, trip nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. You can find us on Facebook or call 304-267-7520. The Palace Lounge is located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
The Chevy Summer Drive event is happening now at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg. Right now, get a new 2024 Equinox with 1.9% financing for 36 months, plus no payments for 90 days. And get up to $3,000 off MSRP. Or check out a new 2024 Silverado 1500 and get up to $6,000 off MSRP. But hurry in, these deals won't last forever. Together, let's drive at CMA's Chevrolet of Martinsburg.com, where owners just care more.
One ball, no strike to the batter.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park as we resume play, as Wilson's going to hit it on the ground for third. Could be two. Throw to second in time, and it is in time at first. 5-4-3 double play for Post 65 to hit into there. And a good defensive play from Wheeling Post 1. So it's 5-2 our score after the rain delay. And the question was going to be, would the outfield be dry enough, even though it wasn't that long of a delay, would the outfield be dry enough to play or not be, I guess, muddy enough to play, whatever the case may be? And the answer was, after a few minutes, yes. So we're back. Dylan and I ran to get those cameras. Now we're having a little bit of issues with those, but besides that, we do have our main cam, and we're a little bit soaked from running around, but we'll be all right. Felt like I was on a water ride. But anyway, 2-1 count. 2 outs and the pitch. Hit hard up the middle past Yates and into center field, who remains the pitcher, for a base hit there for Tawney.
We'll see if Charleston can add on to the lead at all, but that was a huge double play coming out of the delay. When you had multiple runners on base, no outs, coming off of a 3-run inning last time up.
This one hit hard up the middle, and the pitcher throws it over to first in time for the out. So that will do it here for the top of the 6th. We'll head to the bottom half of the inning when we come back. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio, WRNR, and TV 10.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
After a car accident, what do you get when you call Mansion Ferretti?
You get more experience from a local law firm with over 115 years of combined service.
More respect from a team who treats clients like their own family.
And more fight, because we want you to get every dollar you deserve.
Experience, respect, results. If you've been injured, that's what you want in your lawyer.
And that's what you'll get when you call us. Car accident? Get more with Mansion Ferretti. 304-264-8505.
Bottom 6th inning is brought to you by the Ziegenfelder Company. As this one hit on the ground toward first, Richardson will toss it to his pitcher Wilson, who covers. in time for the out. We apologize again for some of the technical difficulties with the rain, but it looks like things may be a little bit clearer now. One out here in the inning, 5-2 our score. I know Dylan is working on something, so I'm not exactly sure the exact issue, but Dylan is working on it, and I'll continue to try to give you the best play-by-play I can. We got an 0-1 count here. And the next pitch from Wilson is called strike 2. So 0-2 count. Next one misses outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this one hit on the ground towards short. Knapp will come up and throw in time for the out. So, and a ground out from Taylor.
Number 35.
And a ground out here as we have a pinch hitter, it looks like. 35 is going to come in. I'm sorry, I was just in the wrong spot in the lineup. Murray rips it into left field. Murray will head to second with the hit, so 2 outs here in the inning. We had a pair of quick outs, and then the Murray double into left field. And that's a monster pop brought to you by the Ziegenfelder Company. With that extra base hit.
Number 1, Dave Billings.
And I'll bring Billings to the plate, who had an RBI single his last time. So 5-2. Post 65 on top of post 1, and Wheeling trying to work their way back into it. Next pitch. Misses outside for a ball. The 2-0. Called strike 1. That one popped up and hit out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. This one hit into right field for a base hit, so Billings has the RBI single. Run comes home to score, and Murray. And Wheeling working their way back into it here in the bottom of the 6th inning, making it a 5-3 game. So Wilson still pitching after the rain delay. And got the first 2 outs pretty quickly. Now Skadra coming to the plate. A throw over to first is not in time. Slide back in safely. Skadra has struck out and flown out so far. And the pitch here, a breaking ball, called a strike. American Legion Baseball here on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. And the next pitch, low for a ball, 1 ball, 1 strike. Check down to the first base umpire. Not ruled a swing. So the next pitch here, a 2 gone in the inning, is a called strike number 2. 1-2 count. 2 outs. And the pitch. High for a ball. Throw down to second. The tag is in time for the final out of the inning. So Charleston gets out of the base runner situation and a run coming across with pretty minimal damage. 5-3 our scores. We head to the 7th. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%. Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
I can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. 5-3 our score in the ball game as we enter the top of the 7th inning, which is brought to you by Staub Automotive.
Charleston comes to bat in the top of the 7th inning. Number 19.
And Charleston leading here 5-3 over Wheeling Post 1. And the first pitch is low for ball 1. All to lead things off. He had an RBI single. This one misses low for a ball. 2-0. It's 5-3 Charleston lead. The next pitch, called strike. This would be a little bit of an upset if Charleston holds on. Wheeling, like I said, second best record or second most wins in the tournament at 24-6 heading in. As this one's hit well into right center field. Null will get down for extra bases. That one's going to take a bounce and roll to the center fielder in right center, and then good throw in from Taylor, but it's a double for Null to lead off the 7th. And Charleston came in with the losing record of 14-21, but certainly played a lot of games, played a lot of teams across the state, and hitting the ball well here today.
One last shot for Charleston to extend their lead, with Wheeling only down to 3 outs.
Pitch here is high for a ball, so nobody out. Miller now to the plate after the leadoff double. Single and a strikeout for Miller so far. Yates looks back at the runner and delivers the next pitch. And it's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike here on Miller. And the next pitch misses inside for ball 2. So Doyle got the start for Wheeling, and Knapp saw the first pitch and hit a home run. Then it turned into a little bit of a pitcher's duel before things were tied at 2. Big inning for Charleston in the 5th. Scores 3. They take a 5-2 lead. Wheeling gets one back. Now it's 5-3, and now Charleston looking to add some more here as this one popped up by Miller into foul territory and caught in front of the Wheeling dugout for the first out of the inning. So 1 away here in the 7th as Miller pops out to third. And now Butcher will come to the plate. 2 strikeouts and a ground out here for him, and we'll have a mound visit. Mound visit's brought to you by WV Medicine.
I have to think this is a pitching change considering what just went down.
Yeah, looks like it will be, possibly, as I believe the manager's out there, but could also just be a discussion with the situation. Just
he's not taking the ball.
Just get it out. So
Yates is at 31 pitches.
Yeah, I feel like if you're going to make the change, it would make more sense after that double, right? I mean, but Yates able to get the out there to Miller. Butcher has also struggled here, so maybe you feel pretty confident that he can get through this bottom of the order. 2 strikeouts for Butcher as well as a ground out. And then Campanella in the 9 spot, 2 strikeouts and a walk. So neither have been very big threats, but that's a bouncer, and that allows the runner to advance to third. So now it gives a good opportunity for Charleston to extend that lead and add another run. Nick Verzolini, Dylan Bishop, happy to have you with us. We got one more game this evening, slated for a 7 p.m. first pitch. We'll see if it ends up being then or later. Or, well, it won't be earlier. So should be able to get through it, right, Dylan? You would hope, but I guess it depends on.
If this last inning takes longer than to 6:30, or the rest of the game, I should say, then they'll push the start back a bit. But otherwise, 7 o'clock.
Yeah. So 2-1 count here with 1 out. Runner on third. And Yates' pitch is a swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2. 1 out. And the pitch. That one's low for ball 3. Full count here on Butcher. Ground out. His first time, 2 strikeouts since then, so he's trying to find a way on here for his team for the first time here today. With a runner on third and just 1 out. And the pitch. Breaking ball, misses high and inside for ball 4, so Butcher is on. And Campanella coming to the plate. Yates now in a little bit of a jam with the runners on the corners and just 1 out for Wheeling.
Number 5, Tristan Campanella.
Yeah, this third run can be a big difference here. And getting 2 runners on base, driving them in. Difference between that and the bottom of the inning tying it up or not.
Hit hard on the ground to third. The throw to second in time for 1 to throw back to first. Not in time, so they do get the 1 out. Run does come in to score from third. So the fielder's choice leads to a 6-3 lead now for Charleston, and Knapp coming to the plate.
That's a tough decision for an infielder there to decide, are you going to try to make the throw home or are you going to try to turn the double play? I think he went with the right choice.
Yeah,
it was just a great hustle from Campanella.
You feel like you can probably turn 2 there. He fielded it very cleanly, so maybe a little bit of a bobble, but nothing too crazy where you felt like maybe he had a shot. But yeah, good hustle.
He's just booking it down the line. Got his team a run because of it.
0-2 count here, 2 outs, and that one misses outside for ball 1 here on Knapp.
And it's the last guy in this lineup that you want to face, based on how he's hit today.
Yeah, at least with the home run. Other than that, he did reach on an error, a fly out, and a ground out. So jumped on that first pitch, but haven't really seen too much from Knapp since then. But he's in the leadoff spot, so anytime you have your leadoff guy hitting, it's probably a good situation, as this one misses low for a ball. Full count here on Knapp.
He only reached on an error in his second at-bat, but it was a very hard-hit ball at the third baseman.
Yeah, he's at least put the ball in play, which is
right.
As he looks to be a little bit cramping up possibly here. But, that's what we always stress is pretty important. But a 3-2. Knapp digs back in. The breaking ball is called strike 3 on the inside corner. Well, that'll do it for the top of the 7th. Our score now, Charleston 6, Wheeling 3, as we head to the bottom half of the inning. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
The Glessner Group has everything you need to grow and protect your business with accounting, insurance, financial solutions, and creative services. We'll put you on the path to success. Choose the Glessner Group. The Glessner Group has everything you need to grow and protect your business with accounting, insurance, financial solutions, and creative services. We'll put you on the path to success. Choose the Glessner Group.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
We welcome you back here to P.O. Faulkner Park. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop. 6-3 our score. Post 65 leads Wheeling as we head to the bottom of the 7th. And the pitch here is high for a ball. Wilson trying to throw that complete game, get the win. Skadra due up, followed by Marsh and Wilson in the lineup for Wheeling. Next pitch from from Wilson, I should say, to Wheeling is in there for a called strike. Our bottom of the 7th brought to you by McDonald's. Next one in there for strike 2.
So that was pitch 90. They got a little bit of room to work with for this inning.
1-2 hit on the ground toward third. Butcher fires the first. Good stretch from Richardson, and they get him. Despite Wheeling's disagreements with the call down there at first base. Richardson definitely made a good stretch, but it was also, Dylan, you had a pretty good view maybe from your spot. I was going to say with the camera, but we ended up having some camera issues, so we actually don't have that view down there. What do you think?
My initial instinct, looking at it from the press box with my own eyes, was that he was going to be called safe. But I thought it was close enough that it could have gone either way.
Yeah, no argument.
If I were forced to be the umpire up here from all the way in the press box, I probably would have called him safe.
The 0-1 count here with 1 out, and the pitch lined into left center field. That will fall in over the head of Knoll for a base hit. So
start the rally somewhere.
Yeah, possibly could be with that Marsh single. And that will bring Wilson to the plate. Strikeout and a ground out so far. It's a Wilson versus Wilson matchup here of 1 out. And a 6-3 post 65 lead. A throw over. Not in time. Lights come on here at P.O. Faulkner Park. Rain has all cleared out. As we continue this game 3 of the day. Game 4 between post 14 and post 2. Excuse me. Set for 7 p.m. Throw over, just missed there.
He was close on that one.
Yeah, I thought he got him initially. One out, 1-0 count, and the next pitch. Misses inside for ball 2. The 2-0. Called strike 1. So Wilson here at the plate trying to come through for Wheeling. Extend this game, get something going in the bottom of the 7th. Down by 3 runs, and the next pitch, a breaking ball, a called strike number 2. So 2-2 count. Runner takes his lead off first. And time called by the home plate umpire. Now we'll reset. Batter must have called time there. 2-2, and the next pitch from Wilson. A called strike 3. Got him looking for the second out.
No question on that one. Just fooled the batter.
Jamison comes to the plate. A ground out and a strikeout so far.
That was pitch 98 for Wilson. 99.
Pitch number 100 is a strike at the knees. Jameson, the first baseman. Hunter takes his lead down there at first for Wheeling, who trails it by 3. And the next pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Charleston post 65 trying to pull off the win. Evan Wilson trying to go the complete game and add another strikeout to his evening. This one hit on the ground. Second base, Knoll. Over to first. Richardson stretches, tags the bag in time for the final out of the ball game. And Charleston, post 65, is victorious. With that win, they will advance to play Bridgeport tomorrow at 4 p.m. So, should be a great game between those two teams. And that now sets us up for our final game of the day. Morgantown post 2, 28-5, takes on Berkeley post 14, who is 18-10. Again, Dylan, we're set for a 7 p.m. first pitch. This game ends at 6:13, so should be plenty of time to get it in right at 7.
Yep.
And we'll take a 2-minute break. And on the other side of that break, we'll have the post-game show. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
I do.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
Can't believe you didn't fill up.
That's double my rent. Not my car.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We got double the Rock's gas rewards, 6 cents off a gallon.
You had one job.
It's between girls.
Save now with double the gas discount. 6 cents off a gallon with Rock's Rewards.
We're the Skinner Brothers. Most folks only need a lawyer once or twice in their lives. And when they're injured or in an accident, most people don't know what to do. We get it. It can be overwhelming.
Nobody likes to be told, you need a lawyer. But that's why we're here. We want to get you back to your normal life and help you recover.
So if you or a loved one has been in an accident, give us a call. Let us figure out how we can get you compensation.
Reach us at SkinnerWins.com or Google Skinner Lawyers. We'll treat you like family.
Not sure where to go or who to trust with your flooring project? And start with Trips Flooring, proudly serving the area for more than 25 years, specializing in floor sanding and refinishing, along with installation of new flooring, including hardwood, tile, vinyl, laminate, carpet, and the hottest trend in flooring, luxury vinyl, tile, and luxury vinyl plank. Are you on a budget? Check out their warehouse, cash and carry, or call 304-229-7009, or visit them online at tripsfloorsanding.com.
Welcome into the post-game. Nick Verzolini alongside me, Dylan Bishop, back in the studio, Kyle McLaughlin. Your final score, Wheeling falls to, Charleston gets the win over Wheeling 6-3, as ends up being a very good win for Charleston, a team that came in with just 14 wins, had a losing record, but they jumped on things early with the Knapp home run in the first, grabbing an early 1-0 lead. We had a little bit of a rain delay about halfway, or a little bit over halfway through the game, but you end up seeing Knapp with a home run, 2 hits for Buckner, hit for Wilson, and hit for Miller. Some of the bigger plays in the game there. Single from Tawney, 2 hits from Tawney today. Richardson gets on with a few walks, RBI, single from Knoll, and a single from Miller overall. Very good performance here from post 65. Wheeling post 1, they were down. They battled back to tie it at 2. Then they were down again, battled back again, and end up falling here, Dylan, 6-3. But just your thoughts on this one.
Well, it's a great performance on the mound again. We've seen it all day from pretty much every team. that they've been throwing their aces out here, and it was a little bit of struggles from Doyle for Wheeling, but Evan Wilson gets the job done. Gave up a couple runs. He had that fourth inning that gave us a couple runs. He lost contain a little bit, but got it back even through the weather delay, and was just able to come through for his team. It wasn't quite the one-hit shutout that we saw in each of the other two games, but it was good enough to get the job done. And obviously the Charleston offense also came through and did enough. They did their end of the bargain, obviously.
Yeah, good win for Charleston. Again, they advance to take on Bridgeport. Wheeling, on the other hand, will be forced to play now in the losers bracket, which the loser of Game 3 takes on Potomac Valley. So we got most of our matchups set, Dylan. We're just waiting for the last two to be set with this game here tonight between Post 14 and Post 2. But player of the game, it's got to be Wilson out there on the mound.
Absolutely.
For Post 65, Evan Wilson goes the complete game. You could also argue, I guess, for Knapp if you wanted with that home run to kind of set the tone. And we haven't seen too many home runs, but yeah, Wilson's pitching performance definitely very strong. A total of, let's see here, 4, 6. I have him down for 7 strikeouts. So good pitching.
Absolutely.
All right, so we'll take another break. We'll be back on the air at around 6:50 for our quick pregame before Berkeley Post 14 takes on Morgantown Post 2. This is American Legion Baseball on Talk Radio WRNR and TV 10. You've been tuned into American Legion Baseball for the continued excitement of high school, college, and Major League Baseball. Keep it tuned to 106.5 FM, AM 740, Comcast Cable Channel 10, and online at talkradiowrnr.com.